We're back. The the market for Nasdaq has opened. As per our strategy, I have entered long on a breakout of the opening 5-minute range. Admittedly, I wasn't able to attend at fully sort of live and consciously, so I had to wait. And I tried to enter as close to the breakout as possible. Still has a couple of pips difference. So I will be opting for an add-on if we touch the opening range again. The 2 wicks here and the third bar are not very optimistic, but we'll see. Maybe they are overcome. Overall, the picture is quite bullish. Of course, there is this question of this resistance level, which has formed, and we have an extensive move upwards since the lows from last week. That's over 400 pips. So some correction is pending, but the momentum might still be on our side. In terms of DAX, I have added a new position. So the original trade, which was on the breakout of the buy, so you may recall the original trade I placed here. That was a take profit. I removed it, but then the market bounced exactly where I put my order. So I closed this trade, the sell, and I earned a reverse position, which was just higher than the original pending order was due to my being a chicken. I have then set a take profit above these highs here, and this was hit and extended. I have then added a follow-up position way over here. Apologies. I added also to this trade here, a bit lower. I wanted to add here, but I wasn't sure about the view up, so I thought it might bounce and form like a chop zone here, but it didn't. It went straight through. So I decided to enter in here, and this has gone in my favor for an extended amount. We are now. I have added again here on this retracement, which seemed to have been a mistake. And I will be adding another one here below this formation low, so that's to use this liquidity zone, see if it bounces here, should at least once, so that we can capitalize on it. But I will probably need to extend, reduce these positions here a little bit because we're becoming quite top heavy. I should have been adding the positions as we went along in here and here, but truth is I wasn't there, didn't monitor it quite closely. So DAX has retraced into the opening range, and we are now into positions long. And also, Nasdaq has retraced, and also DAX has retraced, so we are now fully long. VIX, as you can see, so far, we'll see how it goes. The idea is that the orders here contain a lot of stop losses and we would bounce back. But it might just as well be this area here because the move was quite pronounced. So I expect a lot of people were able to capitalize on it. So the next reasonable stop loss would be somewhere here. And this is where I would expect some sort of a bounce, but we'll see. I'll definitely not be holding these trades for very long. If we are wrong, I will be quitting over here already. So this is I'm conscious of the risks we're taking. So far we are so the last 30 days, not very good. Today we are just slightly in profit, one risk item, one risk 50 pips in profit. And the emissions trade has been balancing here, but is slowly recovering. And the VIX has gone into profit. So we are now significantly in profit, almost, well, I would say 1/3 of the way to the profit area. Um, on the optimism around I don't know what, but the optimism is there, and the markets are buoyant and they're pointing towards north. Bitcoin is also showing signs of recovery. So was gold, but now gold seems to be tied to the markets one-to-one and correlated proportionally rather than inversely. So we wouldn't see gold fall as the market goes up. We would see them both go up and down in tandem, which is sick, in my opinion. But there it is. So yeah, we'll see if we manage to reverse within this stop loss area. If not, we will have to wrap up. This is a double position here and also a double position here in DAX. So I will just protect this maybe around here so that we can uh, recover some of the losses from these two trades, which seem to be imminent. And I'll be focusing on Nasdaq. It is possible that we're gonna see a VWAP touch, but that would of course mean that we are going below. Great, below our opening candle break. We are just stepped out of our DAX positions, so we're no longer up on the day. Yeah, well, this is the risk that we have using the strategy. Should have been going long earlier and not so late in the game. Now, a bigger correction or even trend reversal is in order, and I would expect this to be again a range bound day. Okay. So the sell limit order was placed somewhere around here. I wasn't far off. I will already have been 100 pips, 100 pip retracement. Goddamn, that's something. That's something. Let me try a quick long in here. Stop below this one. See if it bounces back. Haven't taken out a lot of traders here, or this is just another trap. Our DAX is also in a loss, but recovering. But that was quite something. We'll see how this candle does. and we're just taking out. I need to stop trading DAX. This is the end of DAX session for me. We're one risk behind from being one risk ahead, and the Nasdaq is reversing as well. Always the Americans messing things up. Thinking if maybe I could just drop from this trade right now and take profit on the position which was open. The momentum is just brutal here, right? I mean, it's quite significant. You might argue on the go. The question is, are we going to test these lows here? Um, or are we just going to punch through them? Let's see. Let's see how the momentum behaves if the price drops very hard. Um, wow, that's that. Please, what the hell? Three risks, just like that. I'm going to bounce off of this 50 SMA. Oh man, this is so I touch on the view up right on the dollar here. Oh man, I don't know. This is a bit of a bummer. You just go short now, and if we I'm really good at calling the reversals. Oh yeah. Sha. The reason I ended a short in here is because of the momentum. It was quite significant. We went straight to the 5 minute opening range. We went past the half of the candle width, and there was no sign of a slowdown here. VIX has immediately retraced upwards slightly. Looking at other indices, the same story is there. So these initial optimism looking like a bear trap and then dump. Um, so I will see. Theoretically, should be going short in here as well. I figure it might just be where the market is going to reverse. So we have tested the low in here. We have closed slightly lower than this low. And there was a reaction to the up. See if this is defended. If it bounces off the 50 SMA, this is a nice confluence of testing the lows and resistance of the moving average. But so far it seems like we're not super inclined to go up anymore. What about the news here? No major news. Production was better in US, but not very important for Nasdaq, and it was just marginal. Long on Nasdaq and short. Sorry, long on DAX and short on Nasdaq. That's not good. Um, Nasdaq is hovering. VIX has gone up slightly. DAX is fighting for survival here off of the stop loss. On Nasdaq, we're gonna have another entry here. One thing that I noticed is that the VWAP is actually quite often an indicator of continuation. In fact, so if you're falling, um, you rarely just stop a VWAP and bounce right off. You do, but then you continue. And here, then here as well. But this was a specific day, right? And here you had those bounces, but this was a rising market. When you have a sell-off, that's a different story here. See, just sold off through the. This was yeah, a bit of a drop here. It chopped around, but it went through. Oops, I did something. We're just staying off of these lows here. Apologies. Oh man, this is bad. I had some cough. I'll try to mute next time. All right, so this candle is now being rejected. We're in 2 minutes, so if we go below 2 minutes, this is a good sign. Um, we're sort of hedged in here because Nasdaq is obviously going. I mean, obviously, but we're short Nasdaq and long DAX. So whatever happens, we're gonna probably lose on one and potentially win on the other. A very likely outcome is that we're gonna get stopped out of DAX and then Nasdaq will reverse and all of this. Indices will just go up. Um, Stopping us with the Nasdaq as well. Well, that happens quite often. This is not the day we're looking for, right? Not the kind of day we're looking for. Um, However, if we do go through the view app, in my eyes, we would be looking at 135. Seek of these lows somewhere. then only up. So I would be willing to go along in here. No, sorry, short in here. Accumulate somewhere in these areas. And then drop. All right, the candle is about to run out. And we're short again. I've stopped at the view up. It's a 3 minute fake. Right off the I'm looking for this to pop these highs here. I would go short again, assuming that this is hesitant enough, and then there's not enough momentum, then I would just jitters back and forth, and I would be able to take this one, this level, and hopefully it drops. Um, we're under 2 minutes now, so the freeze is over, so to speak. Let's see what the candle does. But it is now pointing higher. It's a rough patch. That's what it is. And I'll be now interested in going short right now. And hopefully next candle reverses. It drops from that level. If it doesn't, we're out. I think we're already out on this lower level here. Accumulating a lot of risk here. So hopefully this pays off. I'll be willing to take this trade off if we get there. This is what happened, by the way, on the DAX trade. I was securing the bottom trade, and I got stopped out of the higher one, or I closed the higher one, and then the market came back, and the take profit was still there. So I had this minor take profit here, which was totally inconvenient. Yeah, this one. I just said it because I wanted to get out of the position, but then I didn't. I actually wanted to stay in it because um, I was about to add to this position here. So I had to re-enter. DAX is pushing up. So is Nasdaq. Hmm. Oh, come on. I would expect some sort of retracement here and fall. 50 pips retracement, so that's good. A lot of stop losses will be here. Standard ones. But it's a 3 minute candle and it looks a little bearish. I mean, bullish actually. And we're under 2 minute and the bar is bullish. We're screwed. I'm screwed. And a day of losses. The market is reversing right of the lows, right of these ranges. We're gonna have to just stand through it. I will close one of the trades here. Doesn't make much difference, but oh wait, maybe we can get some better price. Maybe even a break even. It's just bad. Losses occurring because it's choppy market. God damn it. Need to be conscious that we might just be going long again. Yeah. The up is curving downwards. Ah, that was a bad entry. I entered another short, re-entered the position as if it were, and see what happens. Can safely that this is going to be a bad market today. I have one last desperate short here. Looking at this might be a just a bounce off of view up and then a retracement in a bigger move. Hopefully this will now go down. On the other hand, my DAX position is winning still, but that obviously doesn't cover the losses we've sustained here. I'm always wondering what is the when the EMA and SMA meet. So I have like a 50 EMA, which is a pretty big thing. A lot of people are using it. Let me select the this is an orange one, so I'll make it yellow. And not much different right now. They are crossing. Managed to get back down here. Then we're good. And we might just add next and then go down. But if it doesn't fall, uh, then we're probably going for the tops here. The volume is meh. It's holding above what I consider a tradable range, tradable level. Anything lower and wild, weird things may happen. Um, you see here, this is like a spread, nothing happening, and boom. So no volume, no movement. VIX is still holding steady. There doesn't seem to be a major, well, it's bouncing up a little bit, but secure this as a break even and wait for it to go down. Pushing to the moving averages, heading down towards the view up potentially. Going back to the algorithmic trading, I'm using the XTB broker, and they actually have an API which you can use to, well, they had an API which you can use to, make trades and then call trades and maybe analyze some data, pull some data. But I tried to connect to it, and I got these weird error messages. I managed to once maybe connect to it, then I wasn't able to. And then the confirmation came from the broker that they actually disabled their API. So there's no longer way to automate anything on the platform, which to me is a shame. And I'm actually looking for a broker which would, allow you to do these things. If you recall my old videos, this was something that I was looking into, and I still follow that chain of thought that doing thing or trading in a very consistent, stable manner, regardless of the short-term results, should yield good outcomes in the long run. But it's difficult to get a platform which has these capabilities. And I no longer have time to actually code things. I would have to study the API manuals to actually do this as well. So I'm just searching for a strategy which would work first manually and then on trying to code it. I have a problem with a basic strategy of a discussion that you just find a strategy and you code it, because if it were that simple, obviously a lot of people will be doing this, and if a lot of people will be doing it, it will no longer work. So the question is this even possible, right? If you can, I heard on the other hand that the breakout strategy does work if you hold the winners long enough. Um, but so far, day to day, it seems like it's way better to just play short reversals and keep the losers going. Of course, the moment you try to do it, it stops and you lose big. Right, so we're reversing. Might be see what this candle does if it pops. Now I really close this position here and get out with one risk, but let's see. Yeah, boom. 10 seconds left in this candle. We're out of this top trade, the best one. And it's not looking great. I'm adjusting the stop losses lower to reduce the potential risk as well here. It's weird that it bounced off the view up, but I feel we have to go back to the view up. I think that's almost obvious. We'll be there again. The question is, will it break down or just chop around in here? Here you could see those bounces as well. It's all random. For every example of something that works, you can show a counterexample where it doesn't. Another question is what works or not doesn't work more often. With view up, it seems to me like we have a 50-50 result now. And this is going lower. So again, I would be expecting this move 130. Yeah, again, flash of these here. 130 pips off of VWAP. If we manage 150, that would be a nice flush here. I'm gonna go ahead and say here would be my buy limit. And I'm gonna set my take profits here. Do another sell limit here with a very tiny stop loss. And yeah, don't take profit. I'll put the alert in here. So when it starts to break down, lets me know. And I'll go grab something to eat. Yeah. Sucks. DAX is just hanging above here. So maybe this is probably where we would be expecting some sort of reaction. I'm gonna move this, take profit over to here. All right. Oh, that's a bird flat. That's a lot of these wicks downstairs here. Doesn't look good. Oh no 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 no. Oh no 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 no! I'm not doing that. And boom. Okay. 7 units of risk. Because we add too fast. We add too fast, way too fast. There should be one loss and a second loss. That's it. I'm gonna go grab something to eat.